So I can't for the life of me figure out why the fat around your midsection is called the love handles. Everybody hates them. I can't think of one area of the body that more people would want to zap the fat off of than the love handles, which is why in this video, I'm going to be going over how to lose love handles for good, and we're going to get right into it. But if you are new around here, my name is Dale, and I make videos based on improving your fitness and health. So if you are into any of that, please hit the subscribe button below. Before we get into any of the specifics, I think you need to hear that love handles are just fat. They are going to go away just like the rest of the fat on your body. There's nothing magical about the fat around the midsection. If you give it enough time, they will go away, just like the fat on your face or your arms. You are just predisposed to storing fat more so around the midsection than anywhere else on your body, which is why it is usually the last to go. That being said, the first thing I would recommend is to avoid crash dieting if you are very interested in losing the love handles. Because they are last to go, they're going to take a little bit more consistency and a longer amount of time to actually get rid of them. You will notice you'll start to lean out in your face, your arms, your chest, your back, all before the love handles, and that is perfectly normal. So you can thank your parents, but you are already predisposed due to genetics and a bunch of other factors to store fat around your midsection more so than any other body part, which means a longer term diet is going to be your best bet for losing the love handles. So I would really recommend learning nutrition, learning how your body responds to different nutritional aspects, opposed to just dieting for say 2 months at a time and just trying to burn it off. If you are really invested in your nutrition, it is going to make the whole process much easier to actually lose the love handles and see the results that you are looking for. So basically, you're just going to have to get leaner, but there are other variables that you're going to be able to control to make your love handles go away for good, and I will get into those shortly. So something people don't think about when it comes to losing stubborn fat is going to be the consumption of alcohol. Yes, most people know that drinking alcohol is not necessarily healthy for you, but they do it anyway, and they're not sure why it is unhealthy. You're just always told that obviously you shouldn't be drinking too much alcohol. So for starters, alcohol is its own macronutrient and it contains 7 calories per gram. Alcohol is also metabolized in the liver just like your proteins, carbs, and fats, which means when you have alcohol in your system, it is going to be prioritized before the fat will burn. So if you go out drinking one night, your body has to go through all that alcohol before it starts burning the fat. So secondly, alcohol is empty calories, which means you're not getting much benefit from drinking it, and you are still taking in the calories which your body can store as fat. Specifically with wine, beer, or seltzers, you're gonna find yourself into the 500s in terms of calorie consumption rather quickly, and you can see how that's gonna add up over a night of partying. So mixed drinks can get even higher, and couple that with impaired judgment and a pizza, and you can see why your love handles aren't going anywhere. I previously did a video talking about what happens when you cheat on your diet, so if you are interested in seeing how your progress will be affected by a night out, I'll leave it in the cards above, and I'll also leave a link in the description below. So piggybacking off of the alcohol, you are also gonna want to lower your overall sugar intake. So sugar is unique, and once it's ingested, it actually triggers a response in your brain, which makes your brain want more sugar. So it's not just you that wants 7 or 8 Oreos opposed to the recommended serving size of 2. Another reason you're going to want to lower your sugar is because it's very, very calorie dense with 4 calories per gram, and you don't get very full off of it. When talking about losing stubborn fat, you're going to want to take in less calories, so replacing sugar with more wholesome foods or fiber is going to help you greatly in achieving that goal. Like sugar, fiber is also a carb. However, it only contains 2 calories per gram, which is half that of sugar. A higher fiber diet will often find you more full than a higher sugar diet, which is going to help you keep your calories down over the long term. So this next tip is important and quite controversial, and that is going to be to start resistance training if you are not already. Specifically focusing on compound movements targeting many muscles in the body. Many of you may not be interested in packing on as much muscle as possible, so these compound movements are going to be very good and give you the best bang for your buck in terms of the results that you are looking for. Now you might be saying, why would the resistance training help me lose my love handles? Now, firstly, resistance training builds muscle, which is metabolically active. Ladies, you're not going to turn into the Hulk just because you started lifting weights. Bodybuilders look like that because of very deliberate training and a very deliberate diet. It didn't happen by accident. Being metabolically active means that it burns calories. So more muscle equals more calorie burn at rest throughout the day. The second reason you want to do resistance training is because it makes you move. Now that the main benefit of resistance training is going to be muscle building, however, a benefit also is going to be that you're going to be moving around, aka burning more calories. Now here's the controversial part. I am going to recommend that if you want to get rid of your love handles, to train your abdominals and specifically your obliques. I know that many people think that if you just train your obliques and you have fat over it, that all it's going to do is push the fat out and give you a more blocky appearance. And I do agree with that to an extent. However, if you're someone who is relatively low in body fat and just has the love handles left, training the obliques may be that last piece for you to get the muscle to poke through the fat. All right, so think about a kid who's 14 or 15 years old and relatively low in body fat. Now, all 14 and 15-year-olds that are low in body fat don't have a high muscle definition. They're just skinny. His body fat is going to be low enough to have definition, but if the muscle's not built up, it's not going to show. So it's the same thing for the love handles in adults. If you just have that last little bit of fat left, it may be wise to train your obliques to build up the muscle there so it pokes through the fat. And you may not have to go down that much more in body fat to see a great set of obliques. If you guys are struggling to lose your love handles, just remember that being consistent over time is what is going to get you to your results. So stick with it and eventually they're going to go away. Be sure to apply these tips if you aren't already doing them, and be sure to hit the subscribe button if you are interested in more straight to the point fitness videos just like this one. Leave a like if you learned anything of value. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.